Hello. So this video is going to be about dating non-black people who I actually found out were racist. um, I don't know how this idea occurred to me to talk about it. I was just thinking, I was like literally sitting on my couch thinking about it, like, I have so many bad experiences. I could talk about it. All right, so we're just gonna get to the point. So I believe the first racist person I dated, I really want to say it was Brandy. I think I explained it in my other story time about her. She really had this mentality of, she really had this mentality of, my brother is black and my stepdad is black, so I'm going to say the N-word. So she was like the typical white person, basically. So glad I don't talk to her, that bitch. The reason I say she's a bitch is because she's still the same. She still has the same mentality of, oh, it's just a word. Oh, I can say whatever I want and no consequences. It's the entitlement. It's the white privilege that always gets to their brains. And I literally remember specifically having talks with her. Having so many talks with her, telling her not to say the word. I remember that. Sad to say I even stayed with her because I noticed something. I was her token. I had to notice that when I got older, of course, because I noticed anytime she would talk about how she's not racist, she would bring up, oh, I date black people. It's just a typical white person shit. Really, like the non-respectful racist white people. Because there's been white people that I've been around that were not racist, who did not speak to me like that, who really treated me as a human being and not an object. And it's sad now, me older now and knowing how deep-rooted racism is. Doing so much research over Black history and all that is just so sad how everything comes about. Racism exists because white supremacy exists. Yeah, hopefully one day we'll get over it, but I doubt it because there's still racist people, racist parents raising kids, okay? And what I have to say is, to any non-black person, you should never say it. That's basically what I have to say. The fact that you guys will fight tooth and nail to call us that word, knowing that we're not cool with it. And what's even worse, when y'all ask permission to say it, right? If a black person says no, you instantly get an attitude. Oh, I'm gonna say it anyways, it's freedom of speech. So why the fuck did you ask me, dumbass? Stop asking black people questions when you don't give a fuck about their opinion or their answers to your questions. When the opinion doesn't match your white supremacy, your entitlement and your privilege, you get mad at them. What is so wrong with a black person telling you not to call them a word that you've been calling them for over 200 years? Not just talking about white people, I'm talking about just non-black people in general. Yes, that goes for Hispanics. Y'all say it the most. Jesus. I've been around Hispanics that say it more than me. And I'm like, but y'all not even black. And of course you're going to use that, but I'm a person of color. And let's get that shit corrected too. I don't want to be in the person of color genre anymore. I am black. I'm very much black. I don't want to be seen as a person of color because really that's white people grouping us all together, like Chinese, Asians, Hispanics, Latinas, black people, grouping us all together so they don't have to address us as separately anymore. That's the thing about white people. They don't have any respect for a lot of people, us especially. So what they do is, just like, you know, when we were slaves, they took away our names so they won't have to deal with us specifically, you know. They gave us the names that they wanted us to have. They literally would just group you guys all together as like one demographic, which we definitely aren't, because there's a lot of people of color that don't even like black people. There's the Chinese that hate black people. There's a lot of natives that hate a lot of natives. I forgot who natives don't like. I mean, I feel like they shouldn't like white people. The amount of shit that they did to them, I don't understand why they would ever want to be their friend. Apparently, Asian and white stick together too. So, I mean, obviously not the whole entire race. Because I have met some Asians that really don't fuck with white people. Those are the Asians that I actually genuinely respect. Because I'm like, as much as white people make fun of y'all, like you see white people making fun of their eye shape, doing very disrespectful things with their eyes, talking about, you know what they call them, like, calling them, what is that? It's like this racial slur. I don't want to say it. It starts with a C. It rhymes with Bing. There. I'm not going to say it. It's just offensive. You see how I'm black and I don't say it because it's offensive. But yeah, so Brandy is an ex that was very toxic and very lost in the sauce. Her now, she, you know, like I said in the story time I've had about her, like she's now, you know, living with a man who's consistently cheating on her, who told her to her face that he's not even in love with her anymore. And she like complains to her friends about it, but stays with him. So, I mean, I just feel like everything is karma. Because it's so funny because as much as I wanted to feel sorry for her, all I could think in the back of my mind was, wow, so you treated people like shit in relationships. Especially me. And I'm the one you got to come crying about. But she doesn't cry to me anymore because I blocked her on all my social media accounts, which is very smart for me to do, considering all the shit she put me through. And yeah, I realized I was her token. Like, she would always talk about that. Like, she would talk to me, like, she would say shit like, there's a lot of black girls that are ugly, but you're one of the prettiest. You're really pretty for a black girl. Sad, you know, I was so damn young. I didn't even see that as racism. So sad. I was literally like 13. So glad I got away from her. There was another instance where, you know, I dated this Asian dude. Didn't last. He was a Libra I was talking about. That didn't make a story time about because he doesn't matter. He's like a fitness junkie now. I don't give a fuck about him. I'll just leave his name as Libra. I don't have to say his name. It doesn't matter. You know, he said the word nigga a lot because he hung out with this white girl named Jessica. She was like the school slut. Smoked weed a lot. Her parents were never home, so she got away with doing anything. Typical white kid, basically. So yeah, she said the word nigga a lot because she hung around black people and they let her say it because, again, we were all young. That's the thing. And it's like, that's the thing, growing up in Oklahoma, you were growing up in one of the most racist states. Yeah, the people who are so behind abortion bans and it's just, it's funny how much pro-life people really don't care about people, you know? Because what you're not understanding is, and this is how you know pro-life people don't really give a fuck about humans. If you cared about humans, you wouldn't be so mean to the people that were born, which is us. The fuck? So you don't care. Trying to make a pro-choice person feel bad because they don't want to have a kid that they didn't even want. You're stupid. Oklahoma is stupid. Can't wait to fucking leave because y'all dumb as hell. I want this to be recorded because y'all all stupid. Y'all racist. I want everybody to know Oklahoma, if you're black and you come to Oklahoma, matter of fact, not even just black people, because there's a lot of Hispanics here. A lot of Hispanics here that get mistreated from white people because they're Hispanic, because they speak Spanish, and a white person gets mad because, of course, they have to insert themselves in everything we do. Everything a Mexican does, too. They have to know the language. Oh, we feel like you're talking bad about us. They probably are because you're rude to them. You probably deserve the treatment. Come on, pick me. Get mad. We don't give a fuck. If Hispanics want to speak Spanish, let them. I don't understand. I understand this is like an English world. That's the primary language. I just feel like it shouldn't be the primary language. English is dumb. It's the hardest language for no fucking reason. We have so much slang words and slurs and shit like that. It's so stupid to learn it. Yes, I'm very grateful that I learned English first because it's the hardest language to learn. But to criticize somebody who doesn't speak it, you're fucking disrespectful. And I'm still going to stand on what the hell I said. White people are the most hateful race in the entire world. Yes, I know the Chinese don't like blacks either. I'm going to deal with them later. I don't have to deal with them, really. It's going to be what it's going to be. But for you to criticize anybody, you're stupid. Stupid. There was the time when I forgot. I dated this white boy. I was a freshman. He was a senior. He made some race jokes, but like, again, I felt like his token. Like it was that thing again, because he would always bring up, oh yeah, I have a black girl, stuff like that. Like I just wish. Of course, this is in a perfect world, mind you. I have to drink water, so my mouth is dry. I've been talking, so yeah, I just woke up, so I mean, hey. This is the thing. I really just wish other races, other ethnicities, whatever you want to call it, could see us as people and not just the color of our skin. You only want to date us because you want a black girl. You only want to date us because you want a black man. You see melanin as dominant, and you think mixed babies are cute. You want to have a mixed baby. I know it's not really my duty. I mean, yeah, as a black woman, what we do try to say is, it is fine if a black man dates a white woman or somebody of another race. That's fine, but please just make sure you are not being objectified. Make sure you're not being dehumanized. Make sure you're seen as a human. Because if she gives you the story of, if this bitch lets you talk down about a black woman, if you're one of those black men that have to uplift a white woman but put down a black woman, even though you came from a black woman, you ain't shit. I'm letting you know that. I'm letting you know that. You don't have to uplift another one by putting down another one. I don't know what internalized emotions y'all have. I know it's white supremacy because I notice a black man will only do what a white man does with a black face on it. And that's bullshit. And preference is not, it's not preference. Don't even say preference. Y'all like to use that word just to cover up your colorism. You only want to date white women because of colorism. If you're one of those black men who lets a white woman talk down about black women, you ain't shit, you're a token. That's what you don't understand, is that you're a token. It's not even my duty to tell you as a black woman who the fuck you are. Because if you let a white woman talk down on us while you're in a relationship with them, you ain't shit. You ain't no fucking man. You're a boy. You literally are a slave to her. That's what the fuck it is. Because you don't ever, and you came from a black woman. We all did. Research your history. We all came from a black woman. I don't understand why we're the most disrespected, why we're the most unprotected. I don't fucking get it. I don't fucking get it. The amount of shit we go through as black women, we should be the most respected and the most honored. We don't deserve any disrespect. We don't. Black men, what I do want to say is if a black man watches this video, I want you to know. I want you to know, because y'all think we hate on white women so much, even though they hate on us. That's why they try so hard to look like us with the braids and everything. Long nails all the way out to here. Talk like this, pouting their fucking hair like this. Doing box braids, even though it makes their hair fall out, but they look a mess, but whatever. You like that shit. I'm gonna let you know, we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck if you date another race. Just don't, for one, don't be a token. Don't tap dance for a white person's validation, because I guarantee you, you could try to tap dance to get picked. But let me ask you something. Have you been picked yet? No. They're going to keep dehumanizing you because you're still going to be seen as a nigga to these people. That's all you'll ever be. So you need to realize that shit. Whenever you date a non-black person, just know you still that nigga. I don't care if you're trying to work your way from the field to the house. You still a nigga. That's what you're not understanding. Don't get lost in the damn sauce. We don't give a fuck if you date a white woman. We don't care. Don't let them talk down on us. That's what the fuck we mean. She can have your sorry ass. We really don't give a fuck, because a lot of times these white women get any ain't shit ass nigga who treats them any kind of way because they think they're going to get different treatment than us. But they don't. Y'all make them baby mamas, or if they get wifed up, hopefully, when they get wifed up by y'all literally will cheat on them, and then will cheat on them for dark-skinned women. Just recently, and it's sad because I even veered off from the damn topic of the damn YouTube video, but I'm about to get in this because this shit pissed me off. The sad part is, in recent news, and I know you heard about it, this black man was talking so much shit about black women on Twitter, on social media, I guess when he was 15 or 17 or whatever, was uplifting white women so much, and she killed his ass, stabbed him 20 times, and claimed that she was crazy and had self-defense. Do you see what happens? Do you see what happens? Y'all really are so damn stupid. Y'all really think, oh, well, if I get with a white woman, I will be so much better because a black woman doesn't know how to shut up. Nigga, we don't have to. That's what you're not understanding. We don't fucking have to shut up. The reason why we don't shut up is because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So we gotta talk for your dumb ass. And a white woman only wants to be with your stupid ass is because the melanin in your skin she views as dominant. And she thinks mixed babies are cute. She wants to have a mixed baby. She don't really love you. Do you see how many white women you see on the news killing black men? And using them for fame? And once they get that fame, they literally toss you off to the side and throw you under the bus. And your ass, your career fails, all that. And y'all know who I'm really talking about? I don't even have to say names, really. Y'all know who I'm talking about. It's just so terrible. Y'all really want to tap dance for the white people's validation, thinking that you're going to get ahead, but they still view you as a nigga. You'll never get ahead unless you do it your damn self. I'm so sick of seeing us be criticized as black women. But when the shit in the same, and the thing is about that whole news thing that I just said, when a white woman killed a black man, she told everybody that she was distraught. She was literally caught having drinks with her father in a hotel, in a 5-star hotel. She doesn't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about y'all. They see you as objects. That's why it's hard for me to date non-black people today, because they will never see us as humans. They see us as objects. Oh, I just want to date a black girl. I'm going to see what that's like. Bitch, I'm a regular ass woman. I'm going to treat you like a regular ass woman because I'm just a black woman. I'm not just a black woman. I'm just a woman, dumbass. Stop thinking that shit is cool and saying shit like, oh, I want a mandingo. I have jungle fever. We will never date, bitch. And that goes for white men or white women. If you say anything along the lines of that, oh, I would just want to see what a black girl is like. Bitch, I'm just a fucking girl. You're just so damn stupid and so racist. And that's how you know when a white person is racist. They get excited at the fact of dating another race. Fucking sick. Fucking weird. They don't find it weird. Because literally since slavery times, they could literally take us, like when the white man would even have a white woman wife, they would still go out in the middle of the night or just in the middle of the day and take black women slaves from the field or from their house and separate them from their husbands just to take them to a shed and rape them. Because fucking a black woman or dating a black woman is so exciting, right? Oh, well, you people should be grateful that we have so much interest in you. We are not grateful, bruh. Fuck y'all. No. Do you know why we're not grateful? Is the certain shit that y'all want us to be grateful for is the motherfucking problem. Y'all want us to be grateful, like when we talk about how you're blackfishing, taking the cornrows away, taking all our braids, our hairstyles, and you get more recognition for it than we do. If we wear braids, we get called ghetto. When you wear it, it's called chic. Taking our swoop bangs that we have and calling them sticky bangs. Taking our box braids. We have to share everything with you motherfuckers. We don't want to do that shit. We don't have to be grateful for shit. And then talk about we're on your American soil. Bitch, you didn't even discover this fucking soil. Get the fuck out of here. Like I said, you came from a black woman, so don't disrespect one. Yes, you're going to continue to wear your long nails and do your dumbass hairstyles that don't even fit your hair type, and you look a mess. You look a mess. Putting in box braids and white hair? Really? Your hair is going to fall out, sweetie. And you're not going to listen to us because we're black women. You feel like we're jealous and insecure. We ain't got to be jealous of shit. You know how you look? Look at me. I look like this naturally. That's why I love being black, so I wouldn't try so fucking hard to be black. Everything y'all think about us that we should be grateful for is disgusting and it's very dehumanizing. And this is something that I definitely had to speak on. Preference is not colorism. If you're a colorist, just say that. I grew up with a colorist mother, okay? As a brown-skinned girl, a dark-skinned girl, growing up with a light-skinned mom who was black, white, and native, made fun of my nose, made fun of everything, made fun of my hair when I was growing up, and didn't love me fully. And would compare me to my light-skinned oldest sister because telling me I couldn't look as good as her because I'm dark. You know how that shit made me fucking feel? To hear it from your own mom? Your own mom doesn't love you because of the color of your skin, even though y'all both black. That shit fucking hurt. Hurt like a bitch. And I had to deal with that shit until I moved out. I'm very selective now that I'm so damn educated now. I'm so damn selective of the non-black people I date. Because if I date you and you're non-black, it's only because you respect me and my culture. And you respect me as a human being, not just the black girl you finally got to date for once. Oh, she's my first black girl. I don't want to be your first motherfucking black girl. I don't want to be your first experience. And it's sad to say, back then, I used to see being the first black girl as a fucking trophy. I used to see that as an accomplishment. Like, because what I thought in my motherfucking head was that I could give a good name to black women because of how white people view us as ghetto and hood rats and all that shit. And I'm not anything like that. So I really thought it was a good thing to be somebody's first black girl. And I turned out it's the worst fucking thing ever. The worst fucking thing ever. I don't want to be your first. I definitely don't want to be your first. And the sad part is, I used to ask, because a lot of us black women now, we have to ask, oh, so when you say you like black girls, what do you mean? Are you talking about the light-skinned girls? The biracial girls with the white mom? With the loose hair curl type? The naturally straight hair? Who have only white friends who grew up from the Bay Area or went to all-white school? Or are you talking about black women with braids? Which black woman are you talking about? And to all the people on TikTok or all social media accounts, really. I mean, it's really TikTok. I'm going to just call out TikTok because they're the most ones that do it. To all these people that be thirst trapping, talking about how they like black women and all their TikToks and make that basically their personality in all their TikToks. Stop lying. That's all I gotta say. Stop lying. You're using our name for clout. Because guess what? I'm one of those people that check your following list. If I'm seeing nothing but light skins and biracial girls, you don't like black women, all right? And you say, oh, it's just a preference. No, the fuck it's not. It's colorism, you dumbass. We already covered it in this fucking video. It's colorism. Colorism will never be a preference. The fact that you see it as a preference, you're disgusting. You're disgusting. I don't care what you say. Yes, I understand society has literally brainwashed y'all to think that light equals pretty and a dark-skinned girl is ugly and is not the beauty standard. But I'm gonna just tell you something. For you to even think that, for you to even agree with that, I don't give a fuck how many times you were told that shit. For you to agree with that shit is disgusting. You're going against your own black women. And I guarantee you, your mom was a dark-skinned woman. And you disrespect her. And that scares me to know that you're a dark-skinned man that hates dark-skinned women. And your mom was dark-skinned. So how do you feel about your mom? A lot of y'all have mom issues that y'all don't want to fucking handle. A lot of childhood trauma that y'all refuse to heal. It's disgusting. And we got to get the brunt end of the stick. And the sad part is you really got a lot, and not all light-skinned women talk shit about black women, but the ones who I'm talking about do. You got these biracial girls or white girls or just these light-skinned girls really talking down on us dark-skinned women, and they get with you ain't shit ass niggas. And then what? What do y'all do? Y'all shit on them just like y'all do with us. And the sad part is they think they're going to get better treatment, but they won't. You see shit in the news. How a lot of these girls are so happy to be yellow bones. They're like, yeah, he wants a yellow bone, not a red bone. And then you just become a baby mama. And when you do get the ring, he's just going to cheat on you. And you're going to keep having babies because mixed babies are cute. You look a mess. You look dumb. You thought you were going to get treated differently? Why? Because he told you that you were better because you were light? Why is that? You look stupid, really. And you're going to stick by him. Or when y'all do break up, you're You just, I don't know. I'm specifically talking about the biracial girls or the light-skinned girls that like shit on us, dark-skinned women. If you are the type that don't shit on us, I love you so much. If you're the type that, you know, does not have a problem with dark-skinned women, I love you so much because we didn't do shit to you. That's the bare minimum. That's the bare minimum. Do you not understand that? The least you could do is respect us. The least you could do. The least you could do. And it's so sad that these white women are having mixed babies and then giving them this racist propaganda, this racist agenda, teaching them the worst shit. And we wonder why these light-skinned girls or biracial girls talk so much shit about dark-skinned women. It's because of their white moms. And that's what is so dangerous. It's the most dangerous thing ever. It is. It's sad. It's terrible. Do we have a white woman that literally went to, I think she went to like the sperm bank and got specifically black kids, black cells, so she could have mixed babies. And then all the white people were like, well, you know, it doesn't really matter as long as the child, you know, is still nurtured and safe. All I gotta say is, and mind you, she doesn't have a father or nothing like that, right? Because like I said, the whole mixed babies are cute thing is always going to drag their ass to hell. Like, oh my God. The fact that they can have a mixed baby, they're just so fucking weird. The only person that can duplicate, have multiple races is a black woman. They know that shit. They know we run this motherfucker. That's why they try to hold us back on everything. Hold us back on all these opportunities, hold black creators back on social media. They do this shit on YouTube, do this shit on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, everything. Try to hold us back for no fucking reason. And we never did anything wrong. It's just by the color of our skin. And it's disgusting. We can't get the same opportunities as people that are under-talented and underqualified for their positions because they're lighter skinned and because we're darker skinned. It's disgusting. Hopefully, when y'all do have these little mixed babies, y'all actually are one of the respectful white women that are not colorist or racist, that can teach them about Black history, that can be nice to us, that started this whole fucking world. Because y'all all came from a black woman. Y'all don't like to admit it. Because y'all love to disrespect us, call us ghetto and all that, right? But try hard to be us. It's really just a jealousy thing. You'll make fun of a dark-skinned woman because she's too dark. Then go out and tan, sit in the sun for hours, and have the most be the race with the most leading skin cancer problems. Now you're buying self-tanner so you don't have to go out in the sun and doing all this, wearing SPF 30 and all that shit. And yeah, buying self-tanner, making sure you're looking orange because you definitely don't look brown. You're just orange. You look terrible. But anyway, that's what y'all like to do. So, I ain't gonna lie. I digressed a lot in this video, but I feel like I got a lot off my chest. All I gotta say is from this day forward, I'm taking so much caution to non-Black people when I date. You had to respect me as a person, not as a Black girl. Because I'm just a regular human.